It's getting down to the business end of the AIA Singapore Premier League. We could see the title being decided today over at the Bishan Stadium, but our focus is here at Hougang Stadium and an AFC Cup spot as Hougang United take on Balestier Khalsa. Balestier Khalsa with the slight lead and edge on Hougang. They are 1 point ahead of the Cheetahs, level on points with 5th place Geylang. It's all getting very exciting here towards the end of the AIA Singapore Premier League. Remember, 2 games left to be played. We've played 12 games in this shortened season. Tampines, top of the table with 27 points. Albrecht second with 26. Of course, Tampines beat Albrecht to take first place going into the final 2 fixtures. Our focus, though, on an AFC Cup spot, equally important for these 3 teams, Balestier Khalsa, Hougang United, and of course Geylang International, who play the Young Lions today. Balestier and Geylang level on points, and it is so tight there in Hougang United, just 1 point behind them. These 2 teams coming into this in different form, I guess you could say. Balestier with 1 win, 2 draws and 2 losses coming into this match, where Hougang have 2 wins and 3 losses coming into the game against the Tigers. As you can see, Hougang, they've kept no clean sheets in their last 5 matches. They lost their 3 games coming into this one, but you never know with this. Form does go out the window at this end of the season. It really is a cup final. It really has been cup final after cup final. And Hougang United, they do have a man who can make a difference up top, Shawal Anwar. What a great player he is. 29 years old, 10 caps for Singapore, for the ex-Geylang man. He's got 4 goals this year. He's had take on the scoring load since Stipe Plazibat left for the Lion City Sailors, which really hurt Hougang United. But Shawal has stepped up and he'll be hoping to fire them above Balestier Khalsa today. For Balestier, they've got a lot of firepower in their ranks as well, and we particularly want to take a look at Christian Krajicek, the Croatian midfielder, as we take a look at Shawal Anwar there, warming up, the striker with the pink boots on. Easy to spot, and he does create so many problems up top for defenses. He really likes to stretch the defenses, got full of pace. Shawal Anwar, 29 years old now. As Balestier Khalsa, we look at their form. They're coming into this one off a win against Geylang. Before that, they hadn't won in their 4 matches prior to that. But that win against Geylang, how crucial was that, which allowed them to draw level on points and go above them on the basis of goal differences. We look at Christian Krajicek. He is a difference maker and has been for Balestier all year. He's got 3 goals, 3 assists, supremely talented player. Many in the squad say that Christian Krajicek is the most skillful player in that Balestier squad, and he would love to either get a goal or feed the 2 big men up top. Before we get into the team lineups, we will though hear from both coaches, Clementio and Marko Kraljevic.
Coach, your thought ahead of today's match?
Balestier, yeah, interesting game. Naturally going to be very tough, yeah, but well, it's all coming to an end, and we will definitely be trying to go for a win, and that's for sure. So we have done what we need to do. We have watched them, and I believe they have also watched us. So like I say again, it's going to be an interesting game.
How has the mood been among the team after the win in your last match?
Naturally, after a win, the mood is high, the morale is good. But it has got to be put to a certain level whereby they do not be overconfident, yeah, especially when we are playing back-to-back games. So yes, it's good. Everyone is happy about the points we have, but not very happy with how we played in certain phases of the game.
2 games to go, and your side are still in contention for the spot in AFC Cup. Are you happy with how the season has turned out so far?
Meaning, we talked about I'm happy or no after these 2 games. You know, I just focus on today's game. You know, we're fighting for the last spot in the AFC Cup, and then we are so much focused on that.
What has been your message to the players ahead of today's match?
Message to be calm and to stay focused and work hard, and I think results will come.
What kind of approach can we expect to see from your team today against Hougang?
Meaning we we are in the same shoes. You know, Hougang also need to win to qualify, and we also need to win. I think both teams will be very, very hard game. You know, I hope we can win.
A very calm Clementino and Marko Kreljevic as we head into what is a bumper match here. It is so important to both sides to qualify for the AFC Cup. Remember, Hougang qualified for the AFC Cup for the first time in their history this year. Unfortunately, that competition had to be put on hold due to the COVID-19 pandemic, as we see the referees coming out first. Of course, this a very different march out because of the restrictions that have been put in place because of the COVID-19 pandemic. But Hougang United, they finished third last year. They would like to finish fourth this year, have some modicum of consistency. They have been quite an up and down team in the league. Remember, in 2018 they were bottom. Balestier, of course, similar to Hougang in that they were bottom last year, but of course they did bring back Marko Kraljevic, the man who has led them to Singapore Cup glory before, probably their most successful manager in their history. As Hougang United now going to slowly make their way out onto the field, focused, knowing that a win will take them over Balestier. But again, so many permutations could happen here because Geylang are in the mix as well, and both these sides don't have it easy in their last game either. Balestier have to take on the Lion City Sailors, and Hougang take on Albrechts. Based on how other results go tonight, both those teams could be chasing a title, as Balestier are going to slowly make their way out onto the field here at the Hougang Stadium. A Hougang Stadium which did not be used last year for Hougang as they moved to Jalan Besar Stadium. They're very happy to come back here, although their form has not been fantastic at the Hougang Stadium. They've only won 2 of the 5 matches that they've played here and lost 3. In fact, their away record has been better this year than their home record. But again, form does go out the window. This is a cup final. It will be 2 cup finals for these sides, for Geylang as well. It's such an exciting finish to the AIA Singapore Premier League. One of the most exciting finishes we've had in years as we await confirmation of the team lineups. Both sides of not really pulling any surprises as we go into this one. Hougang missing Charlie Mackle and Zach Anderson, but they were missing in the last match as well after the team could not come to an agreement to extend their deals beyond the end of their contracts in November. As we have referees Shakawi, Andy Tan and Elson Fu with the 4th official Muhammad Taufik Tana doing the coin toss. It's Fabian Kwok who takes the captain armband for Hougang United today, and Zaiful Nizam, as always, leading the Tigers. He is such an important figure, not just on the pitch but off the pitch as well for Balestier Khalsa. I remember he missed a big chunk of last season because of a snapped Achilles that he suffered at Jurong East Stadium when they played Albrechts Negata. It was an amazing thing as well. If you go back and look at the footage of that injury last year, he snapped his Achilles, but he still got up and tried to save the shot, and that really is a measure of the character of the man, Zaiful Nizam, as he giving final pep talk to his side, knowing that 3 points so important now so that they can go into that last match in pole position to qualify for the AFC Cup. We do have team lineups coming your way. For Hougang United, Ridwan Barudin, firmly established now as the number 1, takes his place in between the sticks, and the Zaplin Maksat Jakabalyev and Lionel Tam, the 3 and the center for Hougang. Muhaimin Suhaimi gets a start along with Hafiz Abu Sujod, Nikesh Singh, Fabian Kwok, Afiq Noor, Justin Hui, and up top it will be Shawal Anwar. Lots of firepower on the bench for Hougang United as well. Lots of Singapore internationals sitting on the bench for him. Shafiq Ghani, Nazrul Nazari, Emmerich Ong, and of course young Farhan Zulkifli. He is a real talent. For Balestier Khalsa, Zaiful Nizam in goal. At the back will be Ahmad Shahe, R. Arvin, Danish Uwais, and Zulfadni Suzliman. In midfield, Hazwan Halim, Christian Krajcek, Arish Kumar, and Guy Samir. And up top, probably the largest strike force we've had since Bubakar Sek played for Tanjung Pagar is Jumbo Hoshino and Sime Zuzu up top. Both those guys have 3 goals each And they are very, very talented. They're not just big, they're good with their feet as well. Shakawi will get us underway, as we mentioned earlier, assisted by Andy Tan and Nelson Fu. And the fourth official, Muhammad Taufik Thana. Balestier versus Hougang. Hougang will know how Balestier play. You know, they got the two up top. They don't really like the ball. In fact, Balestier has the least amount of passes of all teams in the AIA Singapore Premier League as we are underway here at Hougang Stadium. An early touch here for Jumbo Hoshino. Christian Krajcek crowded out of it. Picked up by Fabian Kok. Fabian will be very important today in covering Christian Krajcek. He takes it with a beautiful touch. And Jumbo trying to find Hazwan and Sime Zuzu with an early ball. And this is a side with a lot of attacking firepower. Balestier Khalsa. Hazwan Halim got 10 goals last year. He's got 3 goals this year as well. Along with Zuzu, who got 9 last year. He's got pressuring Lionel Tan early on. Lionel does well to find Mohamed Suhaimi. Maksat. Heavy touch allows Arish Kumar to collect the ball for Balestier. But a wild challenge from Maksat. Puts the ball out. Young Maksat. Jacques Baliev, 20 years old, Kyrgyzstani. His first season in the league. This is first start as well for Hougang. He's only made sub-appearances up till this point. Mohamed Zaimi forced back to Maksat. Sends it long, Afiq Noor. Nikesh now picks it up. Only 21 years old, Nikesh Singh Sandhu finds Mohamed Suhaimi flying down that right wing. Couldn't get across past R. Arvin. Two talented young players, Mohamed Suhaimi and R. Arvin, both had lots of potential when they were young. Mohamed Suhaimi, part of that YOG team that won the bronze medal. R. Arvin as well had played in a number of age group sides for the country, trying to find or firmly establish themselves in the league. Been stop-start for Mohamed Suhaimi at Hougang. Arvin, of course, was part of Warriors last year and only joined Balestier after the league was suspended. As Balestier now come forward. Zuzu. Good feet from him, but still going. Sime Zuzu. Just overrun it there. The big Croatian striker, Sime Zuzu, he does look like a big lumbering striker, but he's got very good feet, Sime Zuzu. He scored a couple of wonder goals last season. I think it's easy for defenders to be lulled into a false sense of security with him, thinking it's just going to be a physical battle, but Zuzu, very skillful player as well. As Widon Barudin will get us back underway here at Hougang Stadium. We will as well try to keep you up to date with everything going on in the AIA Singapore Premier League. 3 other matches on tonight. Small matter of the title being potentially decided. Christian Krajcek twisting, turning. The shot always rising from Krajcek, but an early sign of danger from the Croatian midfielder. Does pull a lot of the strings in midfield for Balestier. That is when they decide to play on the ground. Marko Kraljevic, one of the most pragmatic coaches in the league. He knows how to get the best out of his side. Balestier traditionally a team, especially under Marco, who've been punching above their weight. The goal kick goes straight through to R. Arvin. Jumbo Hoshino, and yet another header in the league. He has won the most aerial challenges out of any other player in the league, big Jumbo Hoshino. Christian Krajcek comes over to take the free kick. Rahman Shahir plays it into the channel for Hazwan Halim. He will do that all day, Hazwan Halim. In fact, both these sides are very similar players in Hazwan Halim and Shawal Anwar. They both like to run onto the ball in channel. There's Zuzu holding it up, waiting for support. Finds Hazwan Halim. Jumbo making the run into the box. They up to go to Christian Krajcek. Zufadmi Suzliman. Jumbo Hushino! 1-0 Balestier! What a finish by big Jumbo Hushino. Hougang, Balestier rather, strike early. Shuhei Jumbo Hushino giving the Tigers the lead. A very well worked goal by Balestier Khalsa, his 4th of the season. From the 2018 AIA Singapore Premier League top scorer. They do have a lot of firepower up front. We saw brilliant combination from Hazwan, Zuzu, Krajcek, Zufadmi Suzliman, and they found Jumbo Hushino with a perfect finish. The touch to give him the space, and the turn and finish for Jumbo Hushino. Advantage Balestier Khalsa. 5 minutes in, and Hougang need to find a way back, find themselves 1-0 down at home to Balestier Khalsa. They will be encouraged though by a pretty decent record against the Tigers. The last loss coming in 2018. It was here at the Hougang Stadium. It was Afiq Noor tries to slide it through to Hafiz Sujad. Finds Muhaimin Suhaimi on the right wing. Muhaimin sends it in. Cleared away, but Muhaimin going to get another bite at the cherry. Can he find the cross? Sends it up to the far post. Nobody coming in for Hougang. We've got a man down in the penalty area for Hougang. Clement Teo is berating the 4th official. The player has stayed down. He's not moved as we try to catch a replay of it. There you see the high boot from Danish Uwais. Might have caught Shawal Anwar's head. Shawal Anwar, who has been so unlucky with injuries. He's had a head injury before. He had to play with the rugby cap for quite a while. And we do hope that he's okay. He's up and running again. Great to see that no damage done on Shawal Anwar, who really has been one of the unluckiest players with injuries over the last few seasons. When he is on the pitch, he is such a goal threat. And the problem with him has been trying to get him onto the pitch. As Hougang come forward. Great ball for Justin Hui to run onto from Afiq Noor, but good covering from young Danish Uwais. Does well to keep it in as well. Arish Kumar, anywhere will do. Tough ball for Fabian Kwok, but he does well to bring it under control. And the ball stayed in play there over at the far side, but Hougang can't take advantage of it. Danish Uwais now send it long as always to Sime Zuzu. Zuzu does well against Anders. Zuzu still going, Krajcek racing to get in the box. But Zuzu's cross can't get past Lionel Tan. This will really feed into Balestier Khalsa's game plan now that Hougang United are going to have to push men forward to chase the game. Hazwan Halim, such a speedy player, he's going to be relishing this. And Balestier really, they always just want to bypass the midfield, as we see Arvin sending it long now, looking for the run of Zufadmi Suzliman. Plays it back to Jumbo Hushino. Zuzul in the box. Arish Kumar sends it wide to Hazwan Halim. Flag stays down, but couldn't get his header towards the teammate. Shawal Anwar does really well to nutmeg Arvin. Shawal now bearing down a goal. Shawal Anwar! 1-1! Justin Hui puts it in. After brilliant work from Shawal Anwar. Hougang hit back almost immediately. Not even 10 minutes gone. We've got 2 goals here. As we see Balestier Khalsa, Hougang United rather, turn defense into attack. Shawal Anwar doing so well. Beat Araravin, kept his nerve as well to find Justin Hui, who won't score many easier goals in his career. And it's all level here at Hougang Stadium. It's been a crazy start. And now Zulfadmi Suzliman, oh, he just slipped at the crucial moment. But what a crazy start here we've had. This is a real 6-pointer. Both teams know 3 points or nothing. It's Geylang who play the Young Lions tonight, who will be favored against the Young Lions. There's Aravind as well to shepherd it out, but oh, he's back pass, putting Zaiful Nizam under a lot of pressure. How quick the game can change. It's Hougang now with their tails up. Shawal again. And Mohamed Saimi just straying offside. It's been a brilliant start here. Can't take your eyes off this one. After this, only 1 game to be played. You see the goal scorer, Justin Hui. His first goal of the season. He's been with Hougang since 2017. Another one who's suffered with injuries. Capped at under 19 level, Justin Hui. He's had his progression hampered by a number of injuries. Knocks a wild challenge on Zuzul, but no whistle from the referee. That will be an intriguing battle. Sime Zuzul up against the 3 centre-backs, Anders Aplin, Lionel Tan, and Maksat Jakibalyev. There's Jumbo protesting his innocence. To Shakawi. Hougang now play it long, looking for Habib Sujat. Guy Samir heads it away. Playing in a more defensive position now, Guy Samir. Last year he did spend a lot of minutes on the wing for Balestier in his breakout year. Good young talented player. With Maksat. Oh, almost plays himself into trouble, Maksat. Fabian Koch had to bail him out, but they've lost the ball. Christian Krychek now. Neat little ball played inside for Hazwan, and Zuzul still going, blocked. Hazwan goes down now, looking for a penalty. And gets a yellow card for his troubles. We'll wait for the replay on that one before we admonish Hazwan for going down. But Balestier Khalsa, I tell you what, every time they get the ball in this final third, they do look like they could cause a lot of problems to the Hougang defense. They've not been very solid in this first 13 minutes, the Hougang back 3. Ridwan Barudin just trying to calm things down. Mohamed flicking it on to Shawal Anwar. Ahmad Shahi in the way. Shawal Anwar made that goal for Justin Hui. He picked him out at the start of the game as the man to watch, and he's duly delivered. Although now we've probably put the commentator's curse on him. Zafik Noor battling away as he always does, wins a throw-in. Mohamed Zaimi loses out to Christian Krychek. Hougang can't make anything of that attack. It's been a really open game, both these sides not looking solid at the back. Mohammed heads it in. Afik Noor gets there ahead of Jumbo Ishino. After Sujat. Forced back to Anders Applin. Anders now driving forward, finds Fabian Kwok. Space on the right with Mohammed Suhaimi. 3 in the box, he swings it in early. Came off Danish Uwais, could have gone anywhere. A good cross from Mohammed Suhaimi. Just out of reach for Shawal Anwar. It will be a corner for Hougang United. It's Mohammed Suhaimi to send it in. 6 in the box for Hougang United. Mohammed headed away by Jumbo Hoshino. Chance now for Balestier to break. Ahmad Shahir has Hazwan to aim for. Brilliant little ball to Hazwan Halim, who's offside. Oh, that's a tight call from the assistant at the far side. Marko Kraljevic does not agree. A great little ball played through by Ahmad Shahir. Precisely the kind of ball that Hazwan Halim loves is Lionel. Crossfield ball looking for Hafiz Abu Sujad. Straight back to Anders Applin. As you can see, after 15 minutes, we've already had 5 shots in total by both teams. Hougang with 2, Balestier with 3. It's been so open here at Hougang Stadium. It will be interesting to see if both these sides can keep up this pace for 90 minutes. But it really has been caution to the wind by both sides. Afik Noor. Back to Mohammed Suhaimi. Early cross in. Not his best cross, Mohammed Suhaimi. Justin Hui. No way around Arvin, but another corner for Hougang United. And Marko Kraljevic bellowing at his team. He's quite a character, Marko Kraljevic. He's been in the league, not just as a manager, but as a player as well. Nikesh Singh will take the corner for Hougang. Sends it over to the far post. Just dipped an Anders Applin there. Couldn't get any purchase on the header. He's got a couple of goals this year already, Anders Applin. The ex-Geylang man. Joined Hougang this year. Been an ever-present for the Cheetahs at the back. Anders Applin as Zaiful Nizam gets us underway, finds Jumbo Hoshino. Back to Zaiful. Sends it long. Easy that one for Nikesh Singh to deal with. Well, we're not going to see intricate little play in midfield in this game, I tell you that, as Zuzu sets Zulfadmi Suzliman away. Just holds it up, has Krajcek in the center, goes behind to Jumbo Hoshino. We're going to switch it across now. Krajcek has Ahmad Shahir. Afik Noor doing really well to pressure the Croatian. Krajcek does well. But couldn't slip it through to Hazwan Halim. Good work there from Afik Noor. close down Christian Krajcek. They will need to do that. Hougang United can't afford to give him any space, especially outside the area. He's got 3 goals this year, all scored from outside the area. What is a real 6-pointer here at Hougang Stadium. Going into this one, it's Balestier with the 1-point lead over Hougang. Level on points with Geylang. Balestier with a slightly better goal difference. So it is so tight amongst those 3 as they chase an AFC Cup spot. Balestier would love to get there, especially after a poor season last year. They covered really well under Marko Kraljevic, although I think if you do talk to Marko, he might be a little disappointed with how the season has panned out. Maybe he would have expected more goals from the front 2 of Jumbo Hoshino and Sime Zuzul. It is a very physical front 3, as you see Jumbo Hoshino bringing down Shawalanwa. Physical front 3 that also has a lot of goals in them, but Jumbo with his 4th today. Zuzul has 3, Krajcek has 3. Really would have thought that they might grab more goals this year for Balestier, but you know, they're still within the shout of the AFC Cup, 4th place. Marko will take it if you give it to him, as Nikesh Singh and Justin Hui stand over the free kick for Hougang United. Does favour the left foot of Nikesh Singh. And Nikesh straight into the arms of Zaiful Nizam, who immediately launches it forward for Zulfadmi Sujliman. He's got some pace, Zulfadmi, but good covering from Afiq Noor. His clearance isn't the best. A bit messy there. Neither team really being able to take advantage of that situation. It will be a Hougang United throw-in. It really is. You know what you're going to get with Balestier. They've got 2 pacey wingers. They've got a big man up top. Jumbo is playing in a slightly withdrawn role, but he can also win those headers in midfield. But it's one thing knowing what you're going to go up against, and it's another thing stopping them. You see Balestier first in air challenges in the league. First in defensive challenges. They've got the most yellow cards in the league as well with 34. Funnily enough, Hougang a second with 30. It's good work from Mohamed Saimi. Cuts inside. Jumbo Hoshino putting in those defensive challenges. As early ball as always to Zuzu. Going to put Maksat under pressure. Young defender not taking any risks. The ball stays in play. They'll launch it forward once more. Arvin has one. Good feet from Krajcek. He was caught by Afiq Noor, who once again not giving Krajcek any space. The ex-Young Lions man. Guy Samir now over at that far side. Hangs it up. Just too far for Sime Zuzul. Now Ridwan. Early ball to Shawalanwa. Crowded out of it there, Shawalanwa. Jumbo Hoshino in his midfield role. Big Japanese striker once more. Krajcek. For the diagonal ball to Zulfadmi Suzliman. Nikesh Singh picks up the free kick for Hougang this time. Frustrated Marko Kraljevic. Maksat now for Hougang. Young Lionel Tan. Shawalanwa. Once more, Shaolama gets it back. Quick feet from him. Anders. Hafizujad. Patient from the Cheetahs. Balestier Khalsa has already got a man warming up. 25 minutes gone. We're going to have our first mandatory water break after 25 minutes here in the AIA Singapore Premier League. Towards the tail end of a truncated season. But that has also set us up for quite possibly the most exciting finish in league history, as we see a beautiful finish from Jumbo Hoshino. What a wonderful goal that was. Really top quality. The turn and finish from big Jumbo Hoshino, giving Balestier an early lead. But Hougang hit back very quickly through Shaolanwa, who did brilliantly to get past R. Aravind, put the burners down, and squared it for Justin Hui to tap into an empty net to draw level. It's been a very high-paced start here at the Hougang Stadium. And it really does look like there could be a lot more goals in this one, as both sides know that it's 3 points and nothing else as they try to confirm AFC Cup qualification. Both these sides very tough matches in their last game. Balestier faced Lion City Sailors, who faced Tampines tonight. And Hougang have to go up against Albrechts Nagata. Both those sides, again, could be chasing the title on the final day, depending on how results go over at the Bishan Stadium. Geylang International as well in the mix for this AFC Cup spot. Level on points with Balestier. They face the Young Lions today. As Hafizujad looks for the early ball towards Shawalanwa. The grateful arms of Zaiful Nizam. What a stalwart he's been for the side, Zaiful Nizam. 33 years old now. 3 caps for Singapore, but really, he has been unfortunate to be part of the Singapore side with Hassan Sani and Izwan Mabud. Rafiq Noor does well to keep it in. It will be a yellow card for Maksat. He has been a bit wild on his first start for Hougang United, catching Hazan Halim. Lunged in there, Maksat. Not for the first time today either, and referee Shakawi's had enough. Maksat will find himself in the book. Will have to be careful. Only 28 minutes gone, plenty of football to be played. And honestly, if he keeps up the way he started, it will be a miracle if he sees the end of this match. A free kick now for Balestier. Hazwan stands over it. Lifts it in, looking for Aravind. Really could have done, should have done better there, Balestier Khalsa, with that free kick, just based on the firepower that they have up front. They are a real threat from set pieces with just the sheer size of the squad. Ridwan Barudin will get us underway. Marko Kraljevic, as always, a very animated figure on the touchline. Danish Uwais now being put under pressure. Does well, safety first approach to the approval of his coach. Shawal Anwar does well to turn away from Ahmad Shaheh. Hangs it up to the far post for Hafiz Sujad. It's tough to get any power on that header for Hafiz Sujad. But again, Shawal Anwar providing the spark for Hougang United as Jumbo Hoshino comes forward for Balestier Khalsa. Up for a more patient approach now, the Tigers. Danish Uwais. Krychek coming deep. You have Jumbo dropping deep as well in the middle. They opt to switch it now to Arvin. Oh, a little showboating there from the defender. Plays the diagonal across to Zulfadmi Suzliman. He's very comfortable with the ball at his feet. Arvin is a big part of his game, starting attacks for his side. Danish Uwais. Looking for the run of Zulfadmi Suzliman, but Hafiz Sujad alert to the danger, but not alert to a teammate. A bit of miscommunication between him and Fabian Koch. A little slip from Zuzul. Anders with a wasteful ball. You just see confirmation of the yellow cards, one each for these teams. It's getting a bit messy now. Neither side really able to take control of this match, which of course makes it beautifully poised. The Shawal Anwar once more down this right-hand side, facing up to Arvin, twisting, turning. Shawal Anwar loses his footing, still has the ball. Sent it into the far post, but no one really there to attack it. But they've concentrated a lot of attacks down this right flank of Hougang United, with Mohamed Zahaimi and Shawal Anwar. But the thing with that, especially with Shawal pulling wide, does leave gap in the center for Hougang United. Justin Hui has done well trying to bridge the gap between midfield and attack once Shawal pulls wide. He's with the ball now. Justin Hui, well, I guess can't really say much about the approach because Justin Hui has got himself on the score sheet as Zuzul trips over the ball. Justin Hui battling with Guy Samir. It really is a battle when both sides have the ball. Early cross in, headed away by Arvin. It will be Maksat now racing to get to it. Bodies in the box for Hougang. Maksat sends it in. Shawal Anwar. Well worked from Hougang United, but easy in the end for Zaiful Nizam to collect by encouraging signs for the Cheetahs. 33 minutes gone here at Hougang Stadium. Still 1-1. Jumbo Hoshino giving Balestier Khalsa the lead after 4 minutes. Justin Hui equalizing for the Cheetahs. A draw really helps neither side. It's Balestier level on points at the start with Geylang. Hougang only 1 point behind. 1 game left after this. Which side will gain the advantage here? Knee into play. Krychek slips it through Zuzul. Has one in the center. Good tackle there from Lionel Tan. Had to get that absolutely right. Lionel Tan, 23 years old, back with Hougang United after a spell with the Young Lions. Again, loft it forward for Zuzul, and again, good work from Lionel Tan, but it will be a Balestier Khalsa corner. Lionel, who returned to the Cheetahs this year after spending a couple of years with the Young Lions as he served his national service. Hazwan Halim across for the Tigers to take the corner. Arvin coming forward from the back. Arish Kumar in there. Christian Krajcek, and of course Jumbo and Zuzu. Danish Uwais as well at the far post. Clementio barking instructions there, his team. A little bit of argy-bargy between Nikesh and Arish Kumar. Hazwan plays it short. Amachai is taking a deflection and will go out for another corner. Trying something different there, Balestier Khalsa. Couple of times now they've had some interesting set pieces. You would expect them to just bang it into the big boys, which they will do now. Hazwan lifts it forward. Arvin. Easy in the end for Ridwan Barudin to collect. As Afiq Noor is opened up on the right flank along with Muhammad Suhaimi. They look like they will play it short. Ridwan now does send it forward to Afiq Noor. Arvin allows the ball to bounce. Almost like a rugby game this. Hougang getting the ball into touch. Poor throw in from Muhammad. But he does well to get the ball back and win a corner for Hougang United. Muhammad Suhaimi hasn't played a lot this year, has got the start. This is second start of the season, Muhammad Suhaimi. And what a time to do it in such a crucial game. As Nikesh Singh will take the corner. Justin Hui there to offer the short option, which he takes. Back to Nikesh. Sends it across low for another corner for Hougang United. Of Jumbo Hoshino, who was the top scorer in the league back in 2018 in their all-conquering Alberec side, who were undefeated throughout the season. Hasn't been as easy in his second season in the league after he spent a year in Korea. There's Nikesh Singh now, sends it in, good corner. Punched away by Zaiful Nizam. Fabian Kwok can't beat the first man with the cross. He will retain possession. Hafiz Sujad being put under pressure by Christian Krajcek. Ridwan Barudin now has Hazwan Halim bearing down on him. Doesn't deal with the pressure very well, puts it straight out of play. Good work there from Hazwan. Shakawi just asked Ahmad Shahid to go back a few paces for the throw-in. Ahmad Shahid now coming forward. Early ball into the channel for Zuzu. Again, no way around Lionel Tan. He's done really well in this first half, young Lionel Tan. Another Balestier attack will break down. But it won't worry Balestier very much. They are quite happy to cede possession to the opposition. They are last in the league in passes. Danish Uwais misses the ball. Gives it to Shawal Anwar now. Shawal Anwar. No foul. It was a good tackle from Guy Samir. Arvin now sends it forward looking for Hazwan Halim. Almost was tricky for Ridwan Barudin. Shawal once more is stayed down after the challenge from Guy Samir. It all started with Danish Uwais. A wild swing at the ball. Completely missed it. Guy Samir covering. It did appear that he got the ball. He's been in the war, Shawal Anwar, today. As Afiq Noor getting instructions. He's done well, Afiq Noor, since joining Hougang United. in 2017, spent a year in the NFL, came back, was good last year for the Cheetahs. And what was their best ever season when they finished third last year. They were challenging for the title, qualified for the AFC Cup. They would love to do that once more this year after their first trip on the continent was cut short. It's been a tough year for Hougang. Lost Stipe Plazibat midway through the season. Lost Faris Ramli in the off-season. Was player of the year last year. They did sign this man, Shawal Anwar. Does well to turn. Shawal still going. He's looking for support. Goes back to Nikesh Singh. Forced all the way back now. Maksat. Overhits the pass. He does seem a bit too over-eager at times, Maksat. He's only 20 years old in a foreign country. And his first start of the season in such an important game. They did lose Zach Anderson. They've almost had to cobble a side together at times now, Hougang. Last game they had an all-local starting 11. Quite possibly the first time any side has done that, barring the Young Lions. There's a loose pass there. Arish Kumar under pressure. Good challenge from Danish Uwais. Couple of mistakes creeping in now for Balestier at the back. Hougang yet to take advantage. We've just played past 40 minutes here. Game's settled down a little bit after a crazy start. Jumbo giving Balestier Khalsa the lead. Justin Hui equalizing all before 10 minutes. Jumbo, always favorite to win the ball in the air. Continual Guy Samir. Playing it right back. Sends it forward for Big Sime Zuzu. Who allegedly has conceded a free kick. It didn't really look like there was much wrong there with Zuzu's challenge. Maksat, heavy touch. It's Hazwan bearing down on him. Back to cool Lionel Tan. Nice play from Hougang. Afiq Noor, space on the right. Looking for Mohaimin Suhaimi, was clattered into by R. Aravin. It's a free kick in a very good position now for Hougang United. Clever play from Mohaimin Suhaimi. He saw the big defender coming. Used his body really well. And Aravin, he'd committed. Nice ball inside from Afiq Noor, and no arguments there from R. Aravin. Now what can Hougang do with this free kick? Had one in a similar position earlier. They stung the palms of Zaiful Nizam. Afiq Noor now interested alongside Nikesh and Justin Hui. Zaiful Nizam, who is a bit of a free kick expert himself, arranges his wall. Right foot of Afiq as Justin Hui's walked away. On Nikesh. Afiq sends it low, straight into the wall. They've come into this. The longer the half has worn on here, Hougang United. But then again, the threat from Balestier on the break, always there. Tough for both sides really. Both these sides like to absorb pressure and hit people on the break, especially with the pace of Shawal for Hougang United. Does well to turn. Shawal Anwar wins another corner, which Zaiful Nizam disagrees with. No, he's not going to change the mind of the referee. We're going to have 2 minutes of added time here at Hougang Stadium. Can Hougang take the lead just before half-time? Nikesh once more. Hangs it up towards the far post. Aravin heads it out once more. Anders Zaplin lurking behind him. He had to be alert. There'll be yet another corner for Hougang United. Can they make one of these count? Anders forward, Maksat there. Lionel Tan. Justin Hui once more. Giving Afiq Noor the short option. Afiq Noor swinging it to the near post. Shawa couldn't flick it on now. Christian Krajcek comes away with it for Balestier. Zufami Suzliman. Hazwan on the other side. Has Krajcek in support. Swings it over to Hazwan Halim. Just too much on it for Hazwan to keep it in play. But they really do set up beautifully, don't they, Balestier Khalsa? Zulfadmi and Hazwan on either flank. Can really punish a team on the break. Shawalan one out. A moment of inspiration. Help Justin Hui draw the Cheetahs level. They win another free kick. Afiq Noor. Time running out here in this first half. Afiq Noor sends it across now, looking for Hafiz Sujad. Just can't keep it in play. And that will be the last action of the first half. A first half that started on fire, really. Both sides looking like they could score every time they attacked in what is a crucial must-win match for both sides in their pursuit of AFC Cup qualification. It was Big Jumbo Hoshino who gave Balestier Khalsa the lead with a beautiful turn and finish. But then Shawal Anwar did great work on the right flank to square it for Justin Hui to equalize for the Cheetahs. So at halftime here at the Hougang Stadium, it's Hougang United 1, Balestier Khalsa 1. It's halftime here at the Hougang Stadium, the penultimate match of the AIA Singapore Premier League season. A season that really promises to end on such a high. Got so many different permutations that could happen. But here it is 1-1. What is a must-win game for either side. It was Shuhei Yoshino who gave Balestier Khalsa the early lead before Justin Hui equalized on 10 minutes for Hougang United. Remember, this is for AFC Cup qualification, and both sides will really want to get the 3 points. As Balestier Khalsa took the early lead, it really was a very well-worked goal. And equally good finish by Jumbo Hoshino, who gave the Tigers a dream start. Great work from Krajcek to Fadmi Suleiman and Jumbo Hoshino. The turn and finish world-class there from the big Japanese striker. But Hougang weren't behind for long. It was fantastic work from Shawal Anwar to nutmeg Araravin, left him for dead. And they had the presence of mind to square it to Justin Hui. A lot of other strikers might have taken the shot, but laid it on a platter for Justin Hui to get his first goal of the season and draw the Cheetahs level. And again, just so clever from Shawal Anwar there. He has been a shining light of Hougang United's season. And then not long after, it was Muhammad Sami put in a great cross. It was just ahead of Shawal Anwar. Came off Danish Uwais, could have gone anywhere. And luckily for Danish Uwais, went the right side of the post. And Hougang, they did put more and more pressure as the half went on. And Shawal Anwar hung it up there for Hafiz Sujad. Just asking a little bit too much from the left wing back. Tough to get any kind of power on that. Do question whether or not he would have been better off trying to hit that on the volley first time. And then towards the end of the first half was Maksat who sent in a cross just a bit far out for Shawal to really test Zaiful Nizam in this game. So it is 1-1 at half time. Both teams have had their moments, but on paper it's Hougang who've had more shots than Balestier, 8-4. 4 shots on target to Balestier's 2, 6 corners to Balestier Khalsa's 2, and both sides with 1 yellow card each. This is poised beautifully for this second half, as both sides, they need the 3 points. They need to go for the win. Hougang, they will have more possession for sure, but Balestier, of course, happy to cede possession. And big news coming in from Bishan Stadium. Tampines, remember, if they win today, they will win the league, but find themselves 1-0 down to the Lion City Sailors at halftime. Huge result that would be for the Lion City Sailors and for Albirex as well, as Young Lions and Geylang International still 0-0 there at the Jurong West Stadium. Geylang International in the mix for this AFC Cup qualification along with Hougang and Balestier. They need the 3 points too. And Albirex Niigata, who are still within a shout in the title as well, are drawing 0-0 at half-time, all level there against Tanjung Pagar United. Tanjung Pagar United, who have not won a game all season, have rested their foreign players for that one as well, but are doing well to keep it level at 0-0. It is a high-pressure situation now for all teams in the league, as so much left to be decided. Tampines, again, they were looking for their first league title since 2013, wanting to confirm it tonight, and could have, and still could, of course, against Lion City Sailors. Remember, over the weekend, their come-from-behind victory over Albirex Niigata that has put them in pole position for the title. They were 1-0 down at half-time and completely changed side in that second half, and they'll be hoping for more of the same over at the Bishan Stadium. You will look for probably Madhu Mohana and Irwan Shah to come on there and make a difference. But we are focused here at the Hougang Stadium, where equally important to both these sides, AFC Cup qualification on the line. But we will be back with the second half of this game very shortly. We're back live here at the Hougang Stadium, and it's poised beautifully between Hougang and Balestier Khalsa. Both these sides looking for AFC Cup qualification. Balestier, of course, starting the day 1 point ahead of Hougang United, level on points with Geylang International. All they have to do is win both their games comfortably, but easier said than done. It's been a bit of a grind here at the Hougang Stadium, both sides cancelling each other out, with Balestier taking the lead early on through that man Shuhei Jumbo Hoshino, before Justin Hui hit back for Hougang United. But we could be in for a fantastic second half here. Muhaimin Zuhaimi, who has been dangerous in that first half. And at halftime here in this quiet stadium, of course, fans not allowed in to these matches because of the COVID-19 pandemic, but you could hear Balestier Khalsa keeper Zaiful Nizam, captain, talisman of this side, trying to G up his team, getting them to focus, getting them to recognize what is at stake. Is they're going to make a couple of substitutions. Fadli Kamis coming on for Guy Samir, and Yohai Ni as well will be on. He will be replacing Zulfadmi Suzliman, who did well in that first half. Zulfadmi Suzliman, bit of surprise there, might be carrying an injury, but it will be Yohai Ni coming on for Zulfadmi Suzliman, who provided the assist for that goal for Jumbo Hoshino. alongside Fadli Khamis. He does have caps for Singapore, Fadli Khamis. 28 years old now, has been with the Tigers since 2016. No changes for the Cheetahs at half-time. Towards the business end of the season. Both these sides know 3 points or nothing as they look for AFC Cup qualification. Shakawi eventually gets us underway here at the Hougang Stadium. 1-1. Both teams know they need a win. They got to dig deep. 45 minutes left here. Another 90 to play on the weekend as they try to confirm AFC Cup qualification. Don't forget Geylang in the mix as well. They are level with the Young Lions over at Jurong West. We will try to keep you up to date with the scores all around the league. Lots happening here in what is one of the most exciting finishes in the AIA Singapore Premier League for a number of years. Afiq Noor plays it up, looking for Mohaimin Sukhaimi. Justin Hui in the middle for Hougang. Looking to create space, Mohaimin Sukhaimi. No way around Ahmad Shahir. He'll try again. Been covered by two players. Does well, Mohaimin. But Hazwan Halim covering well, putting in the defensive effort. Asime Zuzu pushed by Maksat, who did pick up a yellow card in that first half. The young Kyrgyzstani defender. Jumbo Hishino now forward for Balestier Khalsa. Holds it up to find Fadli Khamis. 1-2 for Fadli Khamis, but the experience of Hafiz Sujad reading that well. Balestier with two substitutions at halftime. Haini and Fadli Khamis with a new right flank, replacing Guy Samir and Zulfadmi Suzliman. Hougang, no substitutions, but they do have some firepower on the bench. Nazrul Nazari with pace to burn. Fahan Zulkifli, very tricky young winger as well, being called up to the Singapore side already. There's Krychek, sends it in long. Fadli Khamis looking for Zuzul at the far post, might fall. There for Yohaini. Just puts it wide. A good chance there for the substitute. Just snatched at the shot. Yohaini's been in the league a number of years now. Played for Geylang and the Young Lions. Krychek takes it down well. Just loses out to Mohaimin Sukhaimi. He has a really good game so far, Mohaimin Sukhaimi. Neat little flick from Shawalawa to Afiq Noor. Trying to slide it through now to Justin Hui. Danish Uwais and Justin Hui. Danish committed. Corner, says the referee. Heart and mouth moment for Danish Uwais as Justin Hui went down. But no penalty, says Shakawi. Such a dangerous challenge from Danish Uwais. Didn't get ball, but didn't get man either. Immediately looked towards the referee with his hands up. There will be another corner for Hougang. They play it short. Afiq Noor. Back to Nikesh. Poor ball back to Nikesh, but Yohaini, Jumbo Hoshino rather, was berating the referee and is going to find himself in the referee's book. You can see pressure starting to tell now. There's Hoshino. Really can't have any complaints about that. Took the man out. But that is a scary proposition. Big Jumbo Hoshino bearing down on you. Shakawi not having any of it. And he's talked himself into the book. Hougang now. Another free kick in a promising area. Again, Nikesh and Justin Hui over it. Justin Hui sends it in now, lofts it forward, Lionel Tan! Just couldn't get any purchase on the header. Still alive though, Afiq Noor. Headed away by Haini. Good work from Fabian Koch now. Messi just outside the area for Balestier, and Fabian Koch catching Ahmad Shahir will relieve the pressure. The higher the stakes are going to get. Good work there. Fadli Kame sends it across. No one coming in. Great cross there from Fadli Kames. Whizzed it across goal. Just needed someone to get a touch on it. But beyond everyone, Zuzu played it out wide. Fadli Kames. Great cross. And Yo Haini coming in at the far post. Just short. But what a game, what a second half we could have in store here at the Hougang Stadium. It is such an intriguing matchup, this one. Hougang will dominate possession. They will keep it on the ground for the most part. Hit it into the channels. They love to attack down that right-hand side with Shawal and Muhaimin Suhaimi. A lot of pace on that right flank for them. Balestier well have such great threats as Christian Krajek sent it forward now to Yo Haini. Tries to play it back, looking for Sime Zuzu. Fabian Koch does well to cover. Danish Uwais has missed it now. Justin Hui. Shawal trying to get there. Shawal Anwar has made the run forward. Poor ball from Justin Hui, but get another bite at it. Just going to hold it out, wait for more support, Justin Hui. Neat footwork. Hafiz Sujat on the overlap. Hafiz Sujat now sends it in, away by Danish Uwais. End-to-end stuff here at the Hougang Stadium. It really does seem that there are more goals in this one. Hafiz Sujat, he's looking for a teammate. Eventually, Afiq Noor gives him the option. Falls now to Maksat. Oh, he saw the headlines. He lined it up. But now, Sime Zuzu going to put Lionel Tan under pressure. Good work from Lionel Say. Arish Kumar. Jumbo plays it in to Hazwan Halim. Just over. From Hazwan. Disappointed in himself. And his quality really should have tested the keeper, but the threat there from the Tigers did well to bring that ball down. Wasn't easy, Hazwan Halim. Couldn't get the finish on target. Space there to be exploited in both defenses. As Afiq Noor crowded out of it. Good first ball. So it will be Hougang throw. Justin Hui tries a spectacular dink. Marko Kraljevic showing us some of his footwork as well. Zuzu will hold it up. Oh, great turn from Sime Zuzu. He's still going, Sime. Crowded out of it. But good work down the flank by the 24-year-old Croatian. It was a great turn. He left Anna Zaplin for dead there, Sime Zuzu. Will be up now. Hazwan stands over it. Hazwan sends it in. Misses everyone, comes to the far post now. Play it back. Aravind. Oh, he's missed it, Aravind. Giving it straight to no. Oh, Ahmad Shahe had to make that challenge. Both these sides, mistakes creeping in to the game. Hafiz Sujad. Oh, neat touch from Hafiz Sujad. Thought about sending it in early first time, but he's still going. Hafiz Sujad just wide. Great run from the left wing back. Just the wrong side post, but great work by Hafiz Sujad. Fantastic touch there to take Jumbo out of it. And in. Took it. We have a couple of score updates as well coming in. Geylang now 1-0 up against the Young Lions. In Justin Hui going down. Did look to go down a little bit too easy. Afik Noor tries to keep it in play. And he has done really well, but just no one following up for Hougang. Hazwan Halim now for Balestier Khalsa. Jumbo crowded out of it. Nikesh Singh. And eventually Aravind plays it against Nikesh. Hairy moments for Balestier Khalsa. I'm not sure if news has filtered through to the team. She's sent all the subs to warm up. Good ball to find Hazwan Halim. Puts it into the near post. Oh, Heine couldn't direct. Full running. It was a good ball to the near post. And good covering in the end from Maksat. But as it stands, it is advantage Geylang, who are leading against the Young Lions. They will be 2 points ahead of Balestier if things stay as they are. And 3 points ahead of Hougang. Krajcek finds Heine. Back to Christian Krajcek. 2 in the box for Balestier. Headed away by Lionel Tan. Afik Noor now. Hafiz Sujad. Just over 30 minutes left. Good run from Justin Hui. Danish Uwais coming across the cover. Pull ball back in from Justin Hui. Zizul now, a chance to run at the defense. Slips it through to Hazwan Halim. Plays it back now, Jumbo Hoshino. Jumbo Hoshino lines up a shot! Good save down low from Ridwan Barudin. Good shot though from Jumbo Hoshino. Had the space. Defenders were backing off. Took the invitation and almost caught Ridwan Barudin out at his near post. Just dipped wickedly on Ridwan, who did well to push it away. Can't take your eye on at Hougang Stadium. As Krajcek looking for Jumbo. For once doesn't win a header. Nikesh struggles to get it away. Eventually Afik Noor. Good ball out now to Shawal Anwar. Shawal Anwar now a chance to run at Aravind. It's Shawal. Aravind. He's still going, Shawal Anwar. Just got held up by Aravind. Play it back. Jaime. Maksat plays inside. Justin Hui sends it across. Might fall to Hafiz Sujad at the far post. Danish Uwais, he had to get something on the ball there. And well read from Danish. Young Danish Uwais is coming to this side because of the injury to Ensa Bruncevic. He's performed admirably rather. He also got himself a goal Just under 30 minutes now to play at Hougang Stadium. Hougang have had 7 corners to Balestier's 3. Hougang with the edge, but it is still 1-1. Remember, Balestier, they are happy to cede the ball to the opponent as Zuzu. It really is beautifully poised. Every time Balestier come forward, Hougang look to exploit the space and pace of Shawal Anwar. You saw Marko Kraljevic encouraging his side on. Sime Zuzu using his strength, does well. Plays it back to Christian Krajicek. Shot comes off Lionel Tan. And Balestier now in the ascendancy here at Hougang Stadium. Christian Krajicek, he struck that well after good work, great strength shown from Sime Zuzu on his left foot. A crucial intervention by Lionel Tan. Corner, Balestier Khalsa. Hazwan Halim stands over it. The big bodies forward for the Tigers. Hazwan. Ooh! Barudin flapped at it, missed it. Fell to Fadli Kames. It was a great goal scoring record for a defender. But couldn't direct it on goal. Couldn't get anything on it, in fact. But what a chance for Fadli Kames there to give his side the lead. And Hougang prepping a substitution. It will be the pace of Farhan Zulkifli to test the Tigers. Shawal making himself a nuisance up top, but illegally. Marko Kraljevic going crazy at his side, keeps asking them to play it quick. They send it forward early, and no one in particular. Hafiz Sujad now for the Cheetahs. Justin Hui. And a cry out from Justin Hui when Hafiz Sujad played that ball. He knew it was played too far ahead for him. Head down from young Justin Hui, has run his socks off. Has gotten reward for his running with a goal. Finally a chance for the players to breathe. Jumbo flicks it on to Hazwan Halim. Arish. Christian Krajicek. Aini now. Ahmad Shahi has made the overlap. Finds him here. Ahmad Shahi sends it in. Might fall to Hazwan. It was tough to bring down for Hazwan Halim, but they come forward again. Fadli Kames now. Jumbo Hoshino. Play it wide. Ahmad Shahi slips it in to Krajicek. Good covering from Afiq Noor. That substitution now will be made by Hougang. Farhan Zulkifli on. It is Shawal Anwar, surprisingly, who will be coming off. Although that has not only shocked us, but also shocked Clementio. As we finally get the right number on, it's Justin Hui off for Farhan Zulkifli. So a little injection of pace in these final 24 minutes. In Farhan Zulkifli, 18 years old. Farhan Zulkifli broke through last year, scored a wonder goal on debut. ended the year being called up to the Singapore national team. Can he be the hero for Hougang? Nikesh. First touch from Farhan, too heavy. Acknowledges the ball, that's what they'll do. Farhan Zulkifli putting Arish Kumar under pressure. The ricochet just came off his hand. As we've got a score update from Bishan, Tampines have equalized. Mehmedovic has drawn Tampines level against the Lion City Sailors. What an end this is. You can't take your eyes off any of the games here in the AIA Singapore Premier League. Remember, one more game after this weekend for all these sides. Oh, great touch from Hazwan. Finds Christian Krajcek. Always rising the effort from Krajcek. But it was worth a shot. Remember, all three of his goals have come from outside the area. What an end we could have here. What a second half we've had here at Hougang Stadium. There's a poor goal kick. Gives it to Hazwan. Sime Zuzul now. Faces up to Lionel Tan. Sends it into the center for Christian Krajcek. But Fabian Koch doing well. Cover for his side. Very underrated Fabian Koch. Does a lot of the dirty work. 31 now. The defensive midfielder, ex-Geylang man. He's a big favorite of Clement Teo, and I guess every coach that he does play for. And again, Hougang really struggling to get out their own half. Poor from them at such a crucial time of the season as well. And Hazwan caught by Anders Applin, who protests his innocence. And has to be careful not to talk his way into the book. It's cramp being suffered by Nikesh Singh. You see Hazwan. 6 and 1, half dozen the other there, really. Clever, I guess you would say, from Hazwan to win that free kick, as players get a bit of a breather with Nikesh going down. And that will take us in to the water break for the second half, and a break thoroughly deserved by both these sides. It has been rock and roll football here at the Hougang Stadium, end to end. Both sides offering such a threat, and it was the early goal from Balestier. You can watch that one again and again. What a finish by Jumbo Hoshino. 2018 top scorer, getting his 4th goal of the season. And then fantastic work from Shah Lanwa. Sold Arvin up the river with the nutmeg. And 3/4 of the pitch squared it in to Justin Hui to get his 1st goal of the season. And we've had chances on both sides. We've had mistakes from both teams that either side have failed to punish. We're going to get final substitution from Balestier Khalsa and a second substitution from Hougang United. A bit of frustration on the Balestier Khalsa bench as they sort out the paperwork. Bring on the substitution, but before that there'll be a free kick. Hazwan and Krajcek stands over it. Dangerous position this one for Balestier Khalsa. Can they punish Hougang? Krajcek! Not far away. Looked like it might have taken a touch off of Hougang players. We're going to get substitutions now. It will be Joe Emaviwe on for Arish Kumar. And Nazrul Nazari will be on for the Cheetahs. A bit of confusion here with the numbers. Eventually Nazrul is on. Just over 15 minutes to play. Marco has played all his cards, all 3 subs done. Hougang still have one more substitution to be made. They do have Shafiq Ghani on the bench. Wonderful left foot of Shafiq Ghani. Will he be the difference? Shawal Anwar putting Arvin under pressure. Just unlucky with the way the ball bounced there, Shawal Anwar. Arvin almost playing Ahmad Shahi into trouble. Maksat does well to win it back. Ball played off Muhaimin Suhaimi. Confirmation there of that substitution. Nikesh Singh Sidhu off for Nazrul Nazari, who did win the penalty that helped them get 3 points against Tanjung Pagar, and Arish Kumar off for Jordan Emaviwe. Another big body on the pitch for Balestier Khalsa. They must be the biggest side in the AIA Singapore Premier League. As Arvin sends it forward looking for Krychek. Given no space by Fabian Koch. Ball falls nicely to Hafiz Sujad. Fanzu Kifli ahead of him. Good covering tackle from Arvin. Fadli keeps it in play, prevents the corner. Straight to Nazrul Nazari. Afiq Noor. Maksat. Muhaimin comes forward. Muhaimin sends it in. Cross. A good one. But tough for Shawal Anwar to direct it goalwards. Always full of running. Always a threat, Shawal Anwar. Such a dynamic player he is. There's Marco imploring his side to push up. You know where it's going. He's looking for the head of Hoshino. This time Jordan Emaviwe flicks it on for Sime Zuzu. Route 1 stuff, but it's effective from Balestier. You can't question the results. They've done really well. Can they do even better and find a winner? Fabian Koch puts it out of play. Shirt soaked, captain armband hanging off. Such is the effort that he's put in here today. Christian Krychek. Good cross swung in. 2-1 Balestier. Sime Zuzu gives the Tigers the lead. The Croatian connection. Great cross from Christian Krychek. And bullet header from Sime Zuzu. Advantage Balestier with 15 minutes left. Sime Zuzu, who's put in the hard work all game. What a great cross this is, swung in from Christian Krychek. Really put in this dangerous area. And Zuzu makes no mistake to give Balestier the lead with just under 15 minutes remaining. This will put them level on points with Geylang, who are still leading 1-0 against the Young Lions. You'd say, rather, it will be game over for Hougang. They'll be 4 points behind if they lose this one. Need to find a way back in. To keep their dreams of the AFC Cup next year alive. But what a goal. What a crucial moment for Balestier Khalsa. Marko Kraljevic must be delighted. They will have to defend the corner here. Good corner swung in. Zeifels missed it. And it goes out for another corner. And is there at the far post. Couldn't get a boot on it. Can they make all these corners count, Hougang United? It's Afik this time, who will deliver. Swung in low, headed away by Jumbo Hoshino. Nazrul wasteful. The miscommunication with Afik Noor. Both stare at each other forlornly. You can't let their heads drop here, the Cheetahs. Still time to find a way back into this one. Fadli clears his lines. Anywhere will do from Jumbo Hoshino into the feet of Maksat. Muhaimin been quieter in the second half. Muhaimin Suhaimi had a very good first half. It was very lively. Ridwan. They'll play it long, Hougang United. Just over 10 minutes for them to find a way back. Christian Krajcek coming back from an offside position. Shafiq Ghani being readied by Hougang. He does have a goal in him. He scored some spectacular goals over the course of his career. There's Nazrul Nazari, no way around Hazwan Halim. It will be bodies behind the ball for Balestier. Afik Noor looking for the run of Muhaimin. Goal kick for all his efforts there, Muhaimin Suhaimi. We can get that third substitution now. Shafiq Ghani will be on for Muhaimin Suhaimi. That will be his last contribution of the game. He will exit on that far side. We'll see if Shafiq Ghani has a goal in him to revive Hougan's chances of an AFC Cup spot next year. Heine's gone down, or rather Jumbo is who's gone down. Much to the anguish of Clementio. Politely questioning the decision of the referee, but it will be free kick for Balestier Khalsa regardless. Maksat as well, as soon as the referee blew. Priceless face. A free kick now for Balestier Khalsa. They hang it in to no one in particular, but they'll be happy as long as the ball is at this end of the pitch. Lionel Tan. Hafiz Abu Sujad. Fahan Zulkifli tried to run onto it. Shepherded away from the ball. Now Zuzu will run it down the channel. Sime Zuzu. And a whole bunch of everything really going on there. Zuzul, the ball came off his foot. He went down looking for a free kick. Can't believe that he hasn't got it either. Shawalanwa now for Hougang. As the Young Lions have equalized against Geylang. This really is a perfect position for Balestier. It's Zamani Zamri who's equalized late on for the Young Lions over at the Jurong West Stadium. If it stays this way, it will be advantage Balestier for that fourth spot. The Shawalanwa hung it in, looking for Shafiq Ghani. Can they find a way? First they need to find the ball, Hougang United. Comes now to Ridwan Barudin. Anders. See if they adopt a patient approach. They don't need to just hoof it forward, Hougang. As Fanzo Kifli there, unfortunately caught by the boot of Fadli Kames. Didn't look good for the 18-year-old. Don't think there was any intent in there, must be said, but definitely was caught by the boot. But they play on quickly. No worse for wear there, Fanzo Kifli. Clementio is livid. Marko Kraljevic is confused. Now Fanzo Kifli again. Goal kick for Balestier. Fadi Kames there. He jumped for the header. Really, no intent there at all, but a freak occurrence there. Just caught Fahan Zulkifli in the face with his boot. But luckily for Fahan, no worse for wear from that challenge. Just over 5 minutes now for Balestier to hang on. And another crazy day in the AIA Singapore Premier League. The pendulum continues to swing. Now, Sime Zuzu, can he finish it? Yeah, Sime Zuzu, what a chance! What a strike from the big Croatian. Could have put the nail. Sime Zuzu just whizzed past the post. Now Shafiq Ghani. Can't keep it in. But it will stay Hougang ball. Fahan Zulkifli now. Heavy touch from the youngster. Might still be shaken up from that challenge from Fadli Kames. Balestier will take their time now with this one. Jumbo. Emaviwe. Zuzu. Oh, great touch from the big Croat to bring it down. Really is more than just a big man, Sime Zuzu. And it has been the big strikers that have been the difference here at the Hougang Stadium. Jumbo Ishino and Sime Zuzu both on the score sheet for Balestier Khalsa. In what will be such a crucial win in their hopes of qualifying for the AFC Cup. Remember, news has just filtered in that it's 1-1 over at Jurong West. But the threat not over from Hougang. Shafiq Ghani. No way around Fadli Kames. But they keep the ball in this area. As Geylang have taken the lead through Amy Recha. It really is such a madcap day in the AIA Singapore Premier League. Such excitement here towards the end of the season. So Geylang now back in the lead as it stands. Will be level on points with Balestier. Hougang will be out of it. They'll be 4 points behind Geylang and Balestier as Clementino picks out a yellow card. He needs to keep his calm here, Clementino. As Anders wins the free kick from Zuzu. They need to get the ball forward, Hougang. A loss will be the end of their AFC Cup dreams. Anders pushing forward now. Anders Applin cuts inside, switches it across. Maksat looking for the return. Maksat doesn't even get the corner. Unfortunate for the Kyrgyz defender. Good work though to win the ball back from Hougang. Afik Noor sends it forward, headed away by Ahmad Shaheh. Time running out for the Cheetahs. Can they dig deep? Can they find a moment of inspiration? Maksat given acres of space, headed in, just wide from Shawal Anwar. And Balestier there gave Maksat all the time in the world to pick out his cross. And he did well to send it in towards Shawal Anwar. The glancing header just wide of the post. Shawal, who looks knackered, has run himself into the ground today. Will be quite unfortunate for Shawal Anwar, who's done nothing wrong today. Doesn't deserve to be on the losing end. Both these sides really have given it their all as Zuzu now. It's corner flag time for them. And he's still there doing really well. Sime Zuzu has eaten up precious seconds of the clock. It's going to be the end of the 90. And Hougang's AFC Cup dreams fading away as we're going to have 4 minutes of added time. Ridwan Barudin sends it long. Yohaini returns the favor to Ridwan. There's every man behind the ball for Balestier. They're sitting deep, even Hazwan Halim now. Playing almost at right back. And it is Hazwan who wins the ball. Tried to win the free kick. Nothing doing from the referee, but Fahan Zulkifli there. Bit of inexperience showing. As Balestier are going to eat up more time, of course. Their fourth substitution, there are 5 subs available to teams. Hazwan Halim staying down. We'll say not tactically, but because he has run himself into the ground as we take a look at the replay of the yellow card to Clementino. Will be Kartik Raj coming on for Balestier Khalsa. We would assume for Hazwan Halim. There's Kartik on for Hazwan. We are almost 2 minutes down into the 4 from added time. Balestier will keep possession. This will be exactly what they want. Must be so frustrating for Hougang. Can't get the ball. For as much as they have had more possession, haven't really created many chances, but they might do now. Shawal Anwar comes forward. Shawal Anwar still going. Shawal Anwar just held on for it maybe a little too long. Allowed Danish Uwais to cover. But the threat is still there. Corner from Hougang. Shafiq sends it in. Shawal to the near post. Away by Danish Uwais. Only as far as Shafiq Ghani. Swing it in again. Will be a goal kick. The ball came off Maksat. Christian Krychek with a battle cry. Trying to get his team to focus. They know they are so close now. But the hard work not done yet. Still one more game after this. But they play the Lion City Sailors. Who are still drawing 1-1 with Tampines Rovers. That sets us up beautifully on the final day. As Farhan Zulkifli comes forward for Hougang. Can they find one more chance? As Shawal just left his boot in. And you'd have to say that might be it for Hougang's AFC Cup aspirations. Just crashed into Aravind. With no intent, just chasing the game. But we've played the 4 minutes. Balestier Khalsa players have done what they needed to do. 2 cup finals they had going into this one. They are leading. For all intents and purposes, look like they will come away with the 3 points here. Saiful sends it forward. Shakawi had put his hands to his lips there, but has not blown the whistle. Hougang, do they have one more chance in them? Shafiq Ghani. Heine puts it out. Send the ball into the box, but into the grateful arms of Zaiful Nizam. And that will be the last action of the game. As Balestier Khalsa, celebrations on the bench. You can see how much it means to them. Celebrations on the pitch as well. Marko Kraljevic, ecstatic with the victory today. Shakawi calls an end to such an absorbing contest here at the Hougang Stadium. Clementino, unfortunate. They fought so hard, not just today, but all season. They've lost Stipe Plazibat midway through. They lost the other 2 imports just a couple of weeks ago. But they've battled, and they've battled hard. But unfortunately for them, they've just come short against an inspired Balestier side that's been fired to victory by their twin towers up top, Jumbo Hoshino and Sime Zuzu. The end of a very, very absorbing 90 minutes. It's Hougang United 1, Balestier Khalsa 2. We take a look back at this one. Really breathless match. Started with a beautiful finish from Shuhei Hoshino. It was well worked, patiently. Right check to Zulfadmi. And perfect turn and finish from Jumbo Hoshino. But Hougang hit back very quickly. Shawal Anwar, you'll see this on replay again and again. Completely befuddled our Aravind, left him for dead. And played it in to Justin Hui to bring the Cheetahs level. Again, such tricky feat from Shawal Anwar to draw level for the Cheetahs. It was anybody's game at this point. Both sides having chances. Towards the end of the first half, Shawal Anwar, another effort on goal. It was a good cross from Maksat. And then in the second half, Hazwan just snapped at that chance, put it over the bar, and this great run from Hafiz Sujad really deserved more at the end of it. Went on a superb run. Saw his shot just go the wrong side of the post. And then Hazwan playing it into the near post. Yohaini couldn't get much on it. And then slowly Balestier seemed to take control. Jumbo Hoshino with an effort from about 30 yards out. Stung the palms of Ridwan Barudin. And then this, the winning goal. Great cross from Christian Krajcek. Put it on a plate for Sime Zuzul to grab the winner for his 4th goal of the season. None more important than this one. And late on, he almost made it 3-1. Great shot, just wide of the post, Sime Zuzul, but that miss won't matter. It ended 2-1 to Balestier Khalsa. They are now in pole position to finish 4th and clinch the AFC Cup. What a game we had here, and they really had to dig deep. Just sheer amount of shots on target from both sides. 11 for Hougang, 14 from Balestier. 4 on target for each side. Hougang, they had 10 corners, couldn't really make any of them count. 2 yellow cards for each side, but really, Marko Kraljevic, he won't care about any of the statistics. The only one that's going to matter to him, the final score, 2-1 winners and the 3 points as they head into the final day of the season in 4th place, level on points with Geylang International, as both those sides will look to clinch an AFC Cup spot. Balestier Khalsa with the slight advantage in the goal difference. They unfortunately have to play the Lion City Sailors, who are out of the title picture. And all this leads to a great end to the AIA Singapore Premier League. It's Albirex who play Hougang next, and Tampines separated by 1 point. That title will come down to the last day of the season. That's happening this weekend. And Balestier Khalsa, they go into the last day of the season looking to clinch an AFC Cup spot as they go into it level on points with Geylang International. It's poised to be a fantastic end to the AIA Singapore Premier League. That's all the time we have for you now here at Hougang Stadium. It's ended. Hougang United 1, Balestier Khalsa 2.